what we're saying is that we have an energy problem when you tie into emission problems, and obviously all of the solutions that we talked about before. Let me now switch to water. Water, you know, we're 70% water. If we drop 1% of our content, we'll feel ill. And if we drop 10%, we'll die. So water is a vital resource, and we all know about the problems of water. And let me just quickly go to the next slide, please. Next slide, please. Here you see the water on the total withdrawal for the country, this cubic kilometers. China does 550 cubic kilometers per year. United States 480. And you can see on the per capita basis because of the industrialization we have. But if you look at the allocation, it is primarily in China, mostly for agriculture, which is a little bit wasteful in a sense, and particularly rice is a very water hog, if you will. Whereas in the United States, it's more towards the industry. Now, water is an interesting thing, as China is, as we know, it's polluted. But in the United States, we always thought of hydroelectric as a savior because it's clean. But it has created other problems, and that is biodiversity. When you build a dam, and the United States is pretty well dammed, it kills species. It kills species. And it does the same thing if whether you're using a dam or even if you use lock, because the water flow is not the same. The Nature Conservancy has done a study at the Green River Dam, and they actually created a simulated flow that will maintain the biospecies of fishes for the fishermen downstream. And the Army Corps of Engineers now replicating that. So there's a lot of technology involved to that. Next slide, please. Next. Now that is a Chinese Yangtze River dolphin. In China, we call it the Yangtze sea god, river goddess. Chinese is 叫白剑, and unfortunately, it's no longer with us. And that is due to pollution, overfishing on the Yangtze River. So we can't even say save a Baiji because it's already gone. And it is this kind of disregard, and if we look down the path, that we must change, and I think we will change. The good news is that there are solutions. United States, like I mentioned, the habitat is a lot of study done, and China is working in collaboration with the United States. In terms of buildings, what I say was the biggest polluter, if you just go out to 4 Times Square, it is the very first green skyscraper in New York City. And right next to it, it's even better, which is the Bank of America's headquarters, which is 6th Avenue, 42nd, 43rd. And these are done by 2 very dedicated architects, Bob Fox and Dick Clark, Richard Clark. And so there are ways using materials, using technology to really create a new paradigm. And I think the United States have to take the lead. And I think if we take the lead, China would love to work with us because they see the problem, as you know, that's the topmost their problem. But I think it would be great if we lead the way and collaborate with them in a technology. So I feel that as Chinese Americans, as represented by Committee 100, we have a unique opportunity because we know our heritage and we're Americans, so we really can create that bridge to help China and the United States to create a sustainable world. Now, we have started the Institute for Sino-American International Dialogue, and the purpose of that was to have a permanent forum of key decision makers and opinion leaders from both China and US, equal number. So it's not we talking to each other ourselves, it'd be talking to them and sharing information, solutions, and focus on change and implementation of EWE policies for the both country towards sustainability. And I think the signs are very hopeful because there is a will on both sides. So if we can help each other, I think we'll be in a more sustainable world. Let me close. Next slide, please. So in collaboration with America, China, who invented the compass, can steer the world towards a sustainable future. Thank you.